We don't want to see this. Want to see what happened at turn 3, where Thompson ended up going backwards. Valente there gets in. Björk gets picked up by Lopez, but because he didn't get turned around. This is Pachito's camera. Is that Ivan's camera? Is Pachito on our left? Yeah, that's Ivan's camera. So, ooh, look at that. Okay, so there's Pachito going down the inside. And I think actually it was Ivan who made contact with the Volvo, trying to shut the door on the Citroen. Look at the banging going on between them.
Yeah, there's no love lost. No, I don't think so.
Much. Oh, goodness. So somebody went straight into the back of Huffy. And again, that's the only view we have of that, I'm afraid. That's the view we needed.
Yeah, definitely bank right.
Now, we've got a rear-facing camera, I think, on Valente's car as well. And you see the cars there, they are. Well, and Lopez into 11, port team, 2 corners left, into turn 11. Coronel has the lead, and he puts it in the wall out of the final corner. He will take victory here in the opening race in Marrakesh, a circuit that has always treated him badly. It's his first win since 2012. Tom Coronel victorious on the streets of Marrakesh, in a drag race for third. Ivan Muller gets it ahead of Thiago Montero by 0.3 of a second and goes through. Montero will have the inside line, but Lopez has completed the pass already. He's picked off one of the Honda trio, but you pointed at the engine, or clang the barriers. It's a tyre wall there, and that's the replay of Lopez just getting in a tiny bit deep. Ooh, was that because he had a bit of a lunge at Norby?
I think he...
In the WTCC trophy, and Tom sends it down the inside. Defended too long, Tom, didn't he?
Yeah, good opportunist move from Chilton, though. Like that's just that surface change, you know, the back just broke away from...
2-3, a podium sweep for Honda.
What a boy! 1, 2, 3!
Il compagno di squadra di Colciago, il pilota di nazionalità svedese Nerman, appena 17enne, Bagarre qui per in cui c'è stato il contattino tra Giacon, che ha dovuto poi accodarsi in terza, ma ha dovuto accodarsi nelle prime fasi a Jonathan Giacon. Per tutte le posizioni Carlotta Fedeli è stata nelle posizioni di centro per la prima parte della gara. Qui la vediamo in combattimento con Kevin Giacon, il fratello minore di Gio, a conquistare la prima posizione che poi ha potuto mantenere fino al traguardo. La bagarre con Piccin che era in terza posizione, Giacon che tenta il sorpasso dalla quarta piazza, i due entrano in contatto, Giacon chiude, invece abbiamo Costamagna con la vettura numero 4 che è in bagarre con la station wagon ufficiale di Casa Seat, va purtroppo a parcheggiare dei pochi piloti italiani al via in questo campionato, invece di diverse nazionalità. Abbiamo visto anche Hugenboom di Viera su Cunati per la seconda posizione, e questo è il contatto Baitz con la vettura numero 25 del team che deteneva la pole position, alle sue spalle intanto Bagar per tutte le posizioni. Qui abbiamo visto con la che va al comando e Baitz la seconda posizione, mentre a lungo detiene la terza piazza Wow. Invece il confronto con Rodriguez che chiuderà poi primo dei rookies, ma sull'erba perderà ancora posizioni, chiuderà 14esimo. Questo è il circuito di Adria, il campionato italiano di Formula 4. Non parte benissimo dalla pole position Guzman, va subito al comando Simone Cunati con la vettura numero 3. Vedete anche Marcos Siebert scappa bene proprio dalle spalle di Cunati. Poi la bagarre si fa serrata anche in questo caso, un confronto che ha visto protagonista anche Scherer. Qui abbiamo un'uscita che coinvolge anche l'incolpevole Fabienne Volven ed è Marcos Siebert ad approfittarne, va in testa e non ce n'è più per nessuno. Cunati parte anche Simone Cunati, ma soprattutto vediamo anche al Cute, in questo caso di Chicco Galbiati con la vettura numero 32. Marchina ancora invece il contatto che ha portato poi alla safety car.
Fächert man da weit aus, da wird attackiert. Gelb, das ist Marschall. Die beiden blauen Renner, das ist Van der Linde und Lapperlein. Lapperlein Start Nummer 4 und Van der Linde mit der 31 zu zweit. Jetzt geht es auf diesen schnellen, ultraschnellen Rechtsknick.
Aber innen zwei sich streiten, freut sich der Dritte.
Innen geht Lapperlein durch. Der gelbe Renner von Marschall blinkt in der Seitenscheibe. Das heißt, da wird die Leistung genutzt. Und das sehen Sie. Der kann sich damit behaupten vor Lapperlein, der eigentlich innen schon durch war. Außen fährt Van der Linde mit. Ja, was ist denn das
Jetzt
für ein
auf
Duell?
der Bremse kommt der junge Mann aus Südafrika. Und
Wiederholung. Zu zweit und dann will eigentlich Lapperlein innen durch. Aber dann sehen wir sofort, aber momentan tut sich da noch nichts. Der Safety Car hat sich noch nicht in Bewegung gesetzt.
wie ist es passiert? Oh ja.
Oh, mit Vorbande. Oh.
Es war ein Over-Optimistic-Bremsmanöver unseres bulgarischen Neueinsteigers mit der Nummer 6. Ich hab ihn, hätte er besser den Anker geworfen. Das war zu viel des Guten.
Ja, den Anker hat er schon geworfen, Stefan, nur halt irgendwie einen halben Kilometer zu spät. Und hat sich dann ganz unsanft an der 23 abgebremst. Ja, der kriegt heute auch von allen Seiten irgendwie eine drauf. Also die erste Nummer heute Morgen, die hat er selbst verursacht. Aber hier kann er jetzt mal gerade gar nicht für. Und schon ist irgendwie die Beifahrertür auf der Mittelkonsole gelandet. Ja, unglücklich sicherlich da die Aktion vorne. So, jetzt sehen wir den Grund auch dafür.
Ja, ein weiteres Auto ausgerollt und steht
Zwei,
auf der Strecke.
die sind sich da in die Kiste gefahren. Innen auf der Bremse, jetzt leicht wild am Rudern. Die 3 bzw. die Startnummer 11, dann nochmals einen Mann aus Südafrika vor Dennis Marschall und vor Jonas Lapperlein. Das die Top 3. Schauen wir mal auf das Feld dahinter. Rund um Mickelson, rund um Scott Speed. Also Speed, dann ist es die 11, dann ist es Max Hofer und dahinter ist es
Ricardo Flores. Unforced Error war das. Hat einfach zu stark gebremst, hat zu viel Bremsbalance auf der Hinterachse gehabt und hat dadurch genau anschließend dann auch noch mal raus ins Kiesbett, und zwar genau an dieser Stelle hier. Sekunden und die Arbeit ist absolut für ihn. Jeffrey Schmitz und Christian Engelhardt. Das ist noch mal das Replay der 10. Weiterhin zackig die Attacken vorträgt. Ja, da ist er außen auf den Curb gekommen. Mindestens wieder nach vorne bis auf den zweiten Rang. Jetzt im Bereich der Paraboleung mit Jeffrey Schmidt, mit Christian Engelhardt, Sven Müller und hinten dran Dennis Olsen. Und Achtung, hier der Dreierzug, der sich gegenseitig nach sich für die MRS-Truppe erneut einen zweiten Rang.
Weaves his way out, thank you very much, in front of Borkovic into turn 1. And there you see the unfortunate Sergei Afanasiev on the left of your screen, just bogging down, can't get away. Whether he stalled, we'll find out later. And in fact, there as well is one of the Golfs, I think, in the background, having bogged down. Was that Buri, possibly? So much going on at this. Allowing through. Now this bunch. Heseman's there on the left of your screen. Right alongside. Whoa! Oh! Last of the late breakers, Antti Buri, excuse me, in the all-white Volkswagen. Vinay, you can almost sense the frustration in that Volkswagen. Vinay is all on. Was there contact between the pair? We see it from a couple of different angles. Bang! And James Nash was a passenger in all of that. Teammates, that is Tassi out of the car. That looks a huge accident. Let's take a replay. Puncture rear right, and oh, that's a huge impact with the barriers. Down lap. Let's take another look at this from Tassi. Front puncture possible. Yes, definitely, there's rubber coming out. I thought it was a rear puncture, but no, indeed. Front puncture, unable to steer around the left hand. Oh, that's our championship leader, Gianni Morbidelli. And oh, as Tassi slides, goes through the gravel, not again. After an all-nighter again, oh, he recovers this time to come. We're talking about side by side. That's David Kajaya on the left, as Hesemans moves up. Can't get through. And it's contact between David Kajaya and Akupela and... Oh, and Afanasiev runs wide. Leopard Racing takes the checkered flag. The headlights flash on Stefano Camini's car. Second for him. Third for our pole sitter, Antti Buri. A 1-2-3 for the team. A 1-2-3 for Volkswagen. They are now clearly in the hunt.
And the usual charge of the Light Brigade down to La Source for the first time of asking. Problem in the midfield with the Alpine tagging the back of Roberto Mary's Manor LMP2 car. Punctures, bodywork damage, all ensuing in that middle of the pack. Marino Franchitti in the Ford getting pushed wide as well. The SMP losing a tyre and struggling back around. Fortunately, none of the body leaves all the way down to 5th.
Round the outside, up through Radion, all the way up the track.
Can't have that, can't have it. Will have to drop back in, and he knows it, and does so. To Porsche, Mark Lieb, the first driver to feel the pain of driving with something around 500 horsepower and no hybrid boost. Toyota looking much better than at Silverstone, where by their own admissions they had issues. Here, as they have pulled their way through the field to 5th and the lead with Sebastian Buemi after the first round of pits and making them last 2 stints. Meantime, Riakwash and Marino Franchitti coming together at Le Com as the
Stick with him, closing again, and
off the track, pass on the grass, brilliant stuff. Still had 2 wheels on, he's on the inside for Blanchimont. This is brilliant for Buemi, but it must be, because he's the car so far back. I can see the glint of sunshine as one of the 2 there's contact there between the 35 Alpine. Well, the other thing is he's in behind the Audi, so he's aero compromised. At this point here, he's too late on the brakes. He's got the choice of hitting the Audi or the SMP car, and he tried to go the long way around. In fact, SMP car cost him a drive-through penalty. It's interesting that they've almost come together as they come past the Aston Martin that they're passing at the exit of Blanchimont. But that was brilliant driving by Sebastian Buemi. Right, let's look in the background here. Judged.
It was the 38 car.
Oh, it just caught the tyre barrier at the wrong angle. Looked a lot worse than it was. That'll be fine. Nick will be fine in the car. Barely even scratched the roof there, and he's back on his wheels. Nicky has to hydraulic the car up, but he might even be able to get that back.
And with that car,
it was a piece of chicken wire meshing that we saw on the track.
So we'll see it again here.
Bottom right of the screen. Yeah, it's just another misjudgment. If there's any consistency, then it will have to be a drive-through for 7 for Marcel Fessler.
Nowadays, going from bad to worse, isn't it? So Marcel Fessler, Marcel Fessler is
so into the pits still in the pits for the Toyota of Stefan Sarrazin.
Wheel to wheel stuff. That was Sawgraves toughing it out.
Now let's have a look at this.
I think he lost in the braking.
Comes down the inside.
No, he was collected by Tom Kramer.
And then tagged on the way through.
Actually,
so let's have a look at this again.
He was collected.
Oh dear me, it's another example of a B1 car. Fantastic piece of driving by, who was that was spun around?
Sawgraves, great recovery.
Well, it was a fantastic piece of driving. This is a turn. Coming down the hill at Brussels. I just wonder though if something broke on the car coming in. And a couple of hours to run. Kaz Nakajima leading the motor race. Has a smoky Toyota.
It's getting worse, not better, John.
Oil leak on the other car as well. Remember, we heard being talked about an electronics problem. All right, he turns and then the back just slipped. Almost as if something's gone at the back, yeah. I mean, that bit looks scary with the door open, but
the tyre looks up on that side. No, it's wrong side of the car. Wrong side of the car because it broke away. No, was that the 27 car first car through?
Yes, exactly.
So that's almost certainly punctured.
Yeah.
And that's the reaction. And Porsche.
Yes, he did. Oh no, he was hit. He was hit
by the 43 car by Albuquerque.
He cuts back in front of him. That's not a smart move, I've got to say, by Marcel.
Same place he did it last time with the same car.
He's trying to get in front, I think, of the Porsche.
Was it the 43 that he hit up the back last time?
Is that a bit afters then? It's 13 seconds. Have another blue flag's waving. Now you see from that angle.
No, sorry, there was no room.
From that angle, it looks like he's been nailed from behind. But watch him pulling over here. Look at how the gap to between the Audi and the white line. Exactly. The gap between the Audi and the white line is closing.
Debris on track. It's up at Radion.
It's a right rear puncture. Another right rear puncture.
And already body damage. Too fast, Nelson.
And into the pits.
That's the 51.
That's the 51 Ferrari that's led for so long. Well, does that mean that the 71's got a pit as well? They would have been given, as the leader, they would have been given...
It's going in the garage. Dolly's under the car.
Oh,
it's going in the garage.
We've seen this
9 minutes.
And look, the smoke coming out of the back of this car. Is this another turbo?
9 minutes. And James Collado. Bitter goal for James Collado. Bitter, bitter goal. Oh dear, what can you say?
And now here comes Lapierre. Oh, that's waving about a bit, is it? No, he just went in the middle of the road. That was all caused by the Audi coming through. Durrani had to let it go.
Lapierre's got the quicker car here.
Well, I think yellow flags, yellow lights there. There's the debris right at the top of the hill. That's turn 4, so he couldn't have gone through there. And that's what the mechanics are pointing out. Now down on the corner defensive line.
Traffic.
5 people.
Traffic coming.
Albuquerque and Mary are going to be closing in. They are closing in. They are closing in on these two because People's having to drive defensively here, and People is not replete with fuel. Down to Brussels. It's the...
Oh, tight.
Look how quick that Ford is. Marino's aware.
Oh.
Little hip check between the two of them.
Oh, that's not going to work.
Durrani decides to back out of a one-way and goes...
It's unbelievable.
3 wide, and Nico Lapierre goes back into the lane.
Unbelievable.
Poor Marino Franchitti didn't know what this could end in tears yet. These two are both on charges down the inside for Mary.
There's contact.
They touch once, they touch twice, coming out of the corner.
Audi are going to take this win.
Significantly though, I have not seen the 5 car. He's out of the pits now.
Oh, but as Buemi leaves the pits, hybrid power only.
I know it wasn't easy, sometimes not fun, but holy cow, man, we won one. Great job. For you guys, you did
winning.
Not the one we expected.
GTM, the 98.
But never mind, a win counts.
Cars. There goes the 36 car to take the win. Here come the other 3. Was that the Malacar second? No. Durrani
second,
Mary,
third Mary, then Albuquerque. Rast had already got across the line.
That's to James Collado. Failure of the car in the last quarter of an hour of the race.
Buemi has not got through the first sector yet.
Here's a look at the replay. So he's going up the inside of the Audi. Oh, mega late on the brakes. Never going to get that one stopped. So he got into the gravel trap and then managed to spin it around and not beach himself in it. So that was... He lost a lot of time on that last lap. Oh, and there's the replay of it. Wow. Did well to... Van Dierendonck then got up the inside of Van Klabbeke. Van Klabbeke was too late on the brakes, ran a little bit wide out of Druids. He got sideways. Van Dierendonck, Martin Lanting in second position, whilst Cordoni and Brunstedt had some great squabbles. Previous lap. He's right up the back, but not making a move yet. This is Mario Cordoni, meanwhile. Will he try the same move on Jan Brunstedt for 6th place that he did the last time through? He thinks about it. Oh, he's going to hit him there. Into the gravel trap as he was trying to lap him. Also into the gravel trap went Van Dierendonck. That cost him a chance of a podium. Opportunity for these guys. It's Feligioni in that. Oh, and they've hit each other. Off goes Lanting into the gravel trap from 2nd place. Position, and then Cordoni managed to get past Brunstedt eventually. Listening to the sounds of his car. Oh, it was all him. Very strange. Just understeered off, coming into clearways. You don't see that very often. But he's got himself beached. But Mikhail Bronozevsky took the victory. It was brave, and it was didn't work out. So frustration for both of them because he's sent to go. Here we go. Now look at this. Landing on the outside. He's just not stopping. Nowhere near making the corner. How he ended up not out of the race? I've no idea. He just managed to brush the tyre barriers, and they've got the sort of belts in for that third place spot. And then that little twitch at Paddock Hill Bend was Hawthorne Bend. And then this was the little tap between Jean-Michel Bart and Jean-Paul Buffin. Both had a little spin. In the main race, launch into championship contention. Victory at Brands for Broniszewski.
He lost it coming in. Strange.
Yeah.
Now that's a 488.
Yeah.
Oh, Ferrari, Paddock, well saved that man.
Well, this is, I mean, we'll just kind of see the end of it, because we were on this shot and we heard the screeching tyres, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, there they go.
Well, the Porsche looked like it was
on the inside.
Yeah, the inside, yeah. So maybe Moule was trying to do something which was a little...
Stages trying to get past the Lamborghini of Stefan Racina in front of him. Finally managing to get the move done, coming off Clement Schmidt. This was a moment that Nicholas Poller lost 6th position. Dries van Thor taking advantage as they tried to pun the Porsche. Dominic Baumann got past Rob Bell, but unfair. The main race. Make sure you join us for that. Simkovia. And goodness me, this little highlights package is very long, isn't it? As we go 3 wide there, the 75 ISR car getting involved as they went 3 wide and burnt off, and it's the 2 WRT cars. Meadows and Jimenez have come together.
Westfield,
and that's
Westfield.
on the exit. Oh, there they go. So, well, can't really make
there was
out
contact
much,
between the 2 cars. Who was right, who was wrong? He thinks he's got a chance of taking that 3rd place.
Spin for this, not quite sure which one it was. It's one of the Ferraris. None of them could make a move. We had some great action further back in the field. Sule and Soucek. The checker flag is waiting for Christopher Mies and Enzo Eid. It's a main race victory for WRT Audi. Mies and Eid win at Brands Hatch.
Outside of Mattison. He's now going to be on the outside as he's going into the first braking zone. But look at him, he's just having a look in his mirrors, but he's also gone down the inside as well, made a place straight away. And then obviously there's a bit of carnage in front with Paul Quinn. He's got a really good run out of the complex there, right up the gearbox of Fielding. There's a little bit of contact actually then with the front wing. I think he thinks better of it here. Yeah, they're so close. The Di Francesco on the right. He's just picking up the slipstream now. He's going to go round the outside of Di Francesco. We actually saw that one. He picks up all the pickup on the tyres, but obviously that cleans up very quickly. He's now back in the slipstream as he's flat out. But he makes a little bit of contact with that thing. Oh, look, they both got away with that, but that gave Caroline the run. Oh, just managed to miss hitting him. He goes to the right of one, to the left of the other. He's now up to 4th place.
It's not being in a game, actually, isn't it? When you go from one side to the other.
It's insane. I can't keep up. It's unbelievable. And already on the back of Quinn. So absolutely fantastic at the race.
When he was at the complex, coming out of the complex, the thought with me is that you've made up a few places, and then you see Senna Fielding. You know, he's very strong in the championship. You think, okay, I might follow Senna for a bit, but he doesn't. He just carries on racing and passing them.
And this is what we saw here. He's trying to obviously get past Quinn. Quinn's been caught out and looked in his mirror, and then ended up hitting Paul, and that gave him 2nd place. Let's see what happens. He got Caroline going on the outside. You can see, Quinn's keep busy looking to see where Caroline is, and he's ended up hitting Paul. The chicane.
He's
on the grass. All this contact with Di Francesco. They'll all get away with that thing. Di Francesco goes for the.
He's made up 10 places in those early laps as well.
Let's just see what happened here. There's the Arden car's got. he's lost it as he's gone through Church. I'm not sure if there's any contact. That's big contact with Rafa Martins as he's obviously trying to go on the outside of him. He's just taking.
Best of luck in Danish before the race, so he'll probably blame me for that. I won't wish him luck next time.
And there's Ross Martin as well, he's had a spin. Di Francesco trying to get the inside of Boutel.
Contact between the 2, Boutel spins around. I think he'll keep it going, he'll rejoin, but he's going to be a way down.
But let's just see again, look, he's on the curb, he couldn't do anything, he's already tried to avoid him, he's made the move, it's just one of those racing incidents. Here's yesterday's race, they got the onboard from Paul, you can see they're obviously very close going into the chicane, but there's just that bit of contact. It was such an unlucky incident, but not great between the 2 Carlin teammates.
Let's have a look.
Is he had contact?
He might have had contact, yeah. We might be.
Yeah.
Blame for that. Meanwhile, this is Petri Florescu, car number 10, being chased by Billy Munger, battling for 3rd place.
Oh yeah, look, something's gone just as he's come out of the complex.
Yeah. Billy goes round to the outside. Carrie Schreiner, that is, the lady racer coming around the outside, and then followed by Harry Hay. We're going to see some personal bests in this race, Phil.
I think we are. Yeah, this is fantastic for obviously the odds. Going to go on the outside. No, just going to think better of it. But that's it.
Here they come into the chicane for the last time. Lewis Leeds is the race leader. Jamie Caroline hanging on 2nd. There's the checker. The Aussie takes his first win in the Formula 4 British Championship. Lewis Leeds takes it. Caroline 2nd. Munger 3rd. Carrie Schreiner takes.
Let's see what happened. Oh, there's contact. three cars involved. Senna Fielding was involved in that as well.
Fielding seemed to escape from that.
Slipstream's working brilliantly, isn't it?
He's having a very good go here. So Caroline chasing the Dane. Kjærgaard is going to have a look. Look up to the...
Oh, he's on the grass, been put on the grass. That was
Rafa Martins, wasn't it, actually? Sorry, yeah, he's on the grass.
He's taken
that's
the wing
all the work
completely
done.
off. What a disaster.
Inside, and Zane Goddard in the dark car with the yellow flashes on it, and in the mix as well. Patrick Mathieson. Patrick's going well. 3 wide though in F4. Mathieson having by far his best beating of the season so far. The Dane, he's the fourth of these cars we're looking at. Moved up from the like Jamie Caroline and Billy Behrens. He's starting to get to grips
He's
with
done
it.
it. Di Francesco's done it. What a move. He's got into the lead. He's passed the championship leader, and he's got in front going through the complex. But that's brought all of the others into it as well.
Yeah, Senna Fielding's chasing up as well. So Florescu is down to second at the moment. Have we got the 4 Carling cars together? The blue arrows, they look like here coming through. Senna Fielding still the meat in the sandwich, upholding the honours for the non-Carling cars. And have a go, goes to the outside line up Woodham Hill, just to let the leader know he's there. Senna Fielding gets involved in the mix as well. Then we've got Futrell, followed by James Poole.
Oh, he's on wide, he's on wide.
Oh, he has got wide, collects it all back. And where's he going to emerge? This is going to be fifth position?
Yeah, it looks like
maybe,
it.
No, it's 5th, isn't it? Because James Poole is going to try and go down the...
To catch these guys all battling, that's a good save, wasn't it? He's got lucky because there's
the pressure from Futrell. He's looking up the inside line. Is Senna going to get across in time here and defend that position? Yes, he does. So still a lock up there.
Oh, he's made a mistake.
Makes mistake into the chicane, and Senna Fielding's going to get the run here and takes the lead. So a mistake by
Francesco. Look further back. We've got Florescu done another spin at the same place. And he's just been pushed wide onto the next curve. Look at it, launches it, and then onto the next curve. Look further back. We've got Florescu, who's made a bit of a mistake, done the same thing.
Well, yeah.
Over that.
The 2 Carling cars monstering the JHR machine up Woodham Hill. Senna Fielding though has got the inside line. Second-year driver in these cars, but look at that, right the way around the outside. Di Francesco, incredible run.
What a... He's going to either going to get done by Futrell. As you can see, he's going to try and go around the outside. He tried it on the lap before, but he's definitely closer. In fact, he's already done it. Fantastic move from Futrell. And he's going to try and run alongside him. Will he be able to outbrake him, or will he be able to do what he did to Senna Fielding and pull in front of him? I don't think Devlin's going to give up easily.
That's a spectacular run, but Devlin Di Francesco gates the through. Look at this, battling on for second place. And now Senna Fielding's on the outside line and goes through. Fielding's got second place back.
Yeah, oh, there's a little bit of contact there. We've got Rafa Martins and Boutel. Rafa Martins coming straight into the pit, so he's obviously... Mongo as well, he's all over. Futrell is going to try and go around the outside. He's already done it before he even gets to Noble, so...
And this is all about harrying the race leader, putting him under pressure. Can he hang on to it? Can't. Out to try here.
He needs to get past him because, oh, he's not going to do it, no. Di Francesco's kept it again. So, again, superb bit of driving. Look, Mongo's down the inside of his teammate, and now Futrell's on the inside of Mongo, and now Poole's coming into it as well.
3 wide across the start-finish line here. Fielding on the outside. This could end in tears. It's close. Are they going to do it? And Billy Mongo is trying to come through. Intercept. Billy whizzes through.
All of these drivers. Mongo's now on the inside. You've got Fielding that's now dropped to 3rd.
Di Francesco coming into the chicane here. Billy Munger's going to make it into the chicane in second. Looks like he's going to hang on from Max Futrell and James Poole. Here's the checkered flag. Devlin Di Francesco wins here at Thruxton, wins round 1 of the championship. Billy Munger second, Max Futrell 3rd, James Poole in 4th place, Senna Fielding in 5th, Zane Goddard in 6th position, and still the race on as we've got Jack Martin ahead of these guys here. Jack Martin from 63, Nikolai Kjærgaard is going to come across the line.
Yeah, it looked like he just got on the comments and just looked like he got on the...
Broster tries to get going again.
Yeah, sorry about that. I couldn't quite read the number on the side, so Glenn having a bit of contact there and...
Off.
Yeah, so now this is... Oh, just lost it on the bumps, was a bit wide coming through Noble, got on the brakes, probably knocked the front off. He's had something... Yeah.
Jack Constable, he is in 10th place. Oh, that was Matt Palmer, wasn't it? Was there contact at the start? That didn't...
He's alongside him, so he's on his left. Let's have a listen. Goes down the inside. Oh, so Palmer's well out of the way. Does he come back and tag him? That's a tag. That's a definite tag, yeah. Oh, and that's another one. That was a reverse hip and shot. He just looks like... yeah, you shouldn't have your nose there, really, to be fair to Palmer. No, in the black car, I wouldn't have my nose there. You'd always know that the car in front's going to come across.
The outside, but there's contact here as they come in towards the complex for the first time, and how they survived that, I don't know.
Oh, well, it's not over yet, is it? They're all going wide, but now they're back on track and just don't fire into each other, gentlemen, and separate.
they're side by side for the lead. This is what we wanted to see. And it's Middleton still there, but here comes Tregurtha up the inside line and going for the lead again.
Yeah, but he hasn't. He's only got half a car in front of him, and Tregurtha goes to the left, and then is he going to come to the right? No, he's had to go to the left. Yeah. Brilliant, but it's not going to work there.
Yeah, Tregurtha was just keeping that defensive line absolutely spot on by line.
Too much speed, are you? You're going to have more speed than him. He's going to take the lead, is he? This is brilliant stuff.
Middleton was on the brakes, had a good run through Church, but it's still Tregurtha there, and up into second place now goes Dave Wooder.
Dave Wooder's car just looks like it's working ever so good, and it is working good because he's now up alongside him as they go up to the complex, and I'm assuming he's going to take the lead. Is he going to lock a right front again as he's late on the brakes? No, he's not. He gets the apex, and
got him. He's through.
CR car is working brilliantly.
Dave, he'll know how these guys dice now, and here comes Will Tregurtha on the outside line, big force wide, side by side, inside line for Tregurtha. Middleton's coming up into it as well, but Wooder's got the inside line, and he knows that. But look at Middleton, pops down the inside, can't quite get the momentum to start a championship. Take note of this specification, keep it equal. We've only got 3 minutes to go, and it's a great big long joined up line of cars. It's like NASCAR racing here, but on the circuits. If you can find a closer championship, I challenge you to do so. And up on the grass and trying to come through on Dave Wooder is Tregurtha, but look at that, coming through is Middleton on the outside line, 3 wide here at Thruxton. Middleton on the outside, Wooder still on the inside line, and Tregurtha can't quite go through. They clash, off goes Middleton on the grass, bring it back on, son, on you come. Bodywork goes off, he's back on track, back in front of Kyle Hornby. Hornby goes through, Middleton will be gutted about that.
With his mum and dad here, Joe and Andy, but look at Dave Wooder around the outside, hangs it out. Oh, he's got the Swedish shuffle is definitely coming alive now, and he's done it. But look at Brio. Brio's going to have good traction, and he's going to have good speed, and he's right with him now.
Brio's having a look and thinking about the inside. He's keeping it tighter. Harry King's still there in 4th position, but here around that big burn around the outside for Tregurtha, but he doesn't quite have a look. Chops back in. Dave Wooder's still in control. They're fighting the cars. Now here comes Tregurtha. Has he got enough momentum? It's still Wooder though.
It's still Wooder, but he's got nowhere to go. He's got nowhere to go, Tregurtha. They're all going to hold the line to the right-hand side, and all he can do now is, he could outbrake himself here, Dave Wooder, but no, he's just been late on the brakes, and they've just got to get round the chicane. Who's it going to be? I think it's going to be Dave Wooder. His car has worked brilliantly.
Dave Wooder comes out of the chicane. It's going to be a first win for the man from Chatham in Kent. There's the checkered flag. Wooder is going to take it. Another winner in the championship. Will Tregurtha second. Weekend. Here's the start.
Yeah, look at Warren Hills. He made an amazing start. Managed to get on the inside of Price. Price obviously made a slightly worse start. He's just sent it all over the inside curve. Brilliantly there. Obviously, there's no room to go. Playing the same at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, here's his famous view at Thruxton, coming up Woodham Hill, in towards the complex.
Got someone spin at the back. We've got
Jackson, yeah, George Jackson. Is he going to take the sign out? Yeah, half of it. Pitch at the moment. Oh, look at this! It's a Clio car park. Oh, dear,
it's like 7 abreast or something, wasn't it, coming through the chicane?
Well, the Clio version of the red arrows is probably more appropriate given the speed. Row bottom on the inside.
He's got damage.
Spinner here. Let's have a look.
Watkins.
Yeah. Sam Watkins has made progress through the grid. Sam Watkins starting towards the back. Oh, that's a worry moment when you go back across the track. Side by side, Wartnill's big. Brave move round the outside. Paul Rivette's going to hang on to it on that inside line, and Josh Price now has got to pick his moment. You've got to probably side with Rivette because he had the pace. Price goes outside, tucks back in. Is he going to get past here as well? No, he's too far back to do anything about it at the moment.
Here we go again. He's bouncing. That's what's happened. He's hit the curb on the inside. He's bounced the rear end. He's tried to collect it, but it's such high speed. It's so difficult to get the wheel straight again.
Unless the driver would have been in the trees there.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're absolutely right. But look, here we go again. Look, he's just gone in, turned it in a little bit earlier into Goodwin, hit the curb. To be fair, he didn't hit the curb. He got a bit of a bounce on before that, and obviously
and then centre props there go bang. Look
at the air they get. Brilliant.
But interesting to see Strether and Proctor racing together here. Do you remember that there was a tagging between the two at Donington which led to the rollover of through? There is the checkered flag which will go and is waved as predicted on Mike Bushell.
3 wide into the complex. Ingram leads the way. Moffat round the outside of Neil, who's at the inside of Ingram. They lean on each other, and Moffat's the victim. He gets knocked sideways. Matt Neal leads the way. Grave, wow, 3 corners in, and Matt Neal leads the way just way out wide onto the grass. In the background has got Aaron Smith as Cook and Ingram run side by side up, trying to get on the act. Ash Sutton at the inside, and he's sideways. Can he hang on to it? No, he can't. He's on the grass, and Ash Sutton is off the road and into the tyre barriers.
To the chicane, we saw Matt Jackson. Oh, and Ingram tags sideways, and through goes Morgan. And here comes Moffat to regain a place with the lighter weight.
Up the inside for Allard. He's going to make it stick through into the lead from 6th on the grid. Adam Morgan takes it. Good move up the inside. Can Morgan get a second win of the year? Here comes Matt Neal back up the inside. He goes through. Does Cook go through as well? Not quite. Morgan stands his ground. Inside for the next corner. Back in front. He's going to be on the outside for Seagrave. And Matt Neal runs up alongside him. Have some of that, Adam, he says. Sticks out his elbows. Matt back up front. But for the next corner, Adam Morgan's got the inside line. And here comes Moffat round the outside. Morgan gets the race lead back. Cook sideways up the curb. Deep into the first part of the complex. Runs out wide. So Matt Neal goes through. Moffat all over the grass. Where's he going to rejoin? Still second.
This is Jackson's car. Yeah, look, he's coming up Woodham Hill. It's gone, now it's flailing. That's a complete tyre failure, so there's another puncture.
Just about to suggest that.
Oh, a puncture on Neal. Neal's got a puncture.
Into the chicane.
It's gone.
It's happened at the right
place. And he can't get in the pit lane. He can't get his pit. He's hit Cook.
And they Shedden out of the way. Mayhem coming out of the chicane. Gordon Shedden in real strife into the pit wall. This will be a safety car, I fear, with the car stranded in the middle of the circuit. And from a different angle, have a look at this. Cook gets one hit, round he goes, tags Shedden, and then Shedden heads for the pit wall. Cars everywhere, but two big hits.
Look at the speed the car's coming past, though. That's the scary bit at the end.
Shedden's on board. Big whack, wait for the pit wall. It's coming up right now.
Well, he put the throttle down to straighten the car out, but what he didn't know was the rear toe link was broken, and that was... how are your tyres feeling? Can you nurse it to the end?
Yeah, I've been nursing it now for quite a few laps. I'm asking for regular updates.
Red flag. We got a red flag. You will be the winner. Well done, mate.
That'll do. Go on, boys.
So Adam Morgan, race winner.
He gets out wide on the grass, look, just got out wide. And he's very lucky to miss the end of the barrier. And he'll rejoin, but he'll have to pit because of grass. Look how he just misses the end there, but...
And this is what happened to Mark Howard. Look at the background of the shot.
Whoa.
Mike Jordan, Andrew's father, looks on. The very energetic David Bartram sees his man go through on the inside into Allard. Andrew Jordan takes over the race lead. Can Morgan fight back? We start lap 11 of 12. Jordan leads the way, and is that now going to shake up the whole pack because Collard tries to buy into this round the outside, coming into the complex. Is this his chance? He goes round the outside of Morgan. Everybody now, with 2 laps to go, is pushing. Jordan leads. Up to second goes Collard, and 6 of them in a line for the race lead. If it wasn't a good race before, it's like this is Shedden going for 4th at the expense of Jack Goff up on the inside at Church. He's done it. He's made the move, but Andrew Jordan led by... He will be delighted for this. So will his dad. So will David Bartram, who runs Motorbase. The Pertec Racing Ford Focus comes out of the chicane. Andrew Jordan wins again in the British Touring Car Championship with Rob Collard right behind him as they cross the line. 4/10 of a time. Torn off brakes late. Look at Dan Lloyd in the red Honda as well, trying to go round the outside of everybody. Doesn't pay off for him. Goff and Collard get ahead of him. Shedden is in the queue. Then there's Morgan. Then there's Jordan. Then there's Neal. But Matt Jackson leads, and Dan Welch is hanging on in there for that second place, and off the road goes Tornoff.
Yeah, he duked it out, didn't he, with Dan Welch coming through the complex and came off worst on the exit through Seagrave.
Stuart Lyons is off the road. The Power Match Chevrolet is Hunter Abbott, who's pretty Welch. Let's see if we can piece it all together here, Tim.
Yeah, Campbell Cobb, he hits that curb at Cobb quite hard, and then as he turns right at Seagrave, the car just wants to go left. So I'm guessing he got a deflation there. But that was a shame. He was running very well and didn't need to...
Let's have a look at that incident again, Tim.
Yeah, Shedden's expecting that they break equally together and he can just nose round the outside. He wasn't trying to move over at all. But Goff obviously got that lock-up. It points... Look, he sees a little bit of a gap, but it always closes there because Shedden gets into the back of Goff just slightly, wouldn't he?
Now let's try and see what happens here. The car just seems to slow, doesn't it, going through the complex?
Well, he obviously knows he's got a problem and pulled off.
The back of Matt Jackson, but the Ford is just going to hang on, but only just, because here they come nose to tail to the line. Matt Jackson wins. Matt Neal takes second. David Bartram's had a good day at Motorbase. Each of his drivers has had a win.
今これスロードが前に300が詰まって後ろから前ともう中三つどもえになりましたか。立川が狙います。本山、立川、ロニー・クインタレッリ、後ろから小払いね。面白い戦い。あ、単独だ。これ一回100Rでスピンしてるんですよね。タイヤだ。タイヤだ。タイヤがバーストですか。そのままスピン。で部品をまき散らしながら、そうですね。伊沢レイブリック、リアウィング助かった。 これは波乱が起こりました。いや何のスローでしょう。なんだこれは。ドラゴンボールと景品の。なんということだ。ここでバーストか。JP オリベイラ。
減ったところって、はい、減ったところって、がもうグリップ悪くなってるんで、そこがロックするんですよ。でそれをずっとやってきたために、そうですね、煙が出始めましたね。トレッドが剥がれて、これはもったいない。いや
悔やまれます。
でもね、逆に言うと、これはロニー選手がここまでプッシュしてたから。
号車 BMAX NDDP GTR 星野、そしてヤン・マーデンボロー、今300クラストップチェッカーを受けました。
Jacobson has moved to 9th. Here's the replay, locked it up a long way back. Shea Davies with the limited amount of grip here. You need all the paws working all the time. And he's carried all the way through the back of the sand trap. We saw Shane Van Gisbergen do that. Tyres completely locked up. Now that was just complete and utter luck, wasn't it? I think that he managed to kind of put down a time. Down at turn 6. It's all on here on the front straight. Charter, Palmer, and Dan Day 3 wide into 1. Day decides to come in behind. Nice work. He's looking to take advantage as well. Look at Gracie. She's down the inside of McAdam. Again, they come onto the front straight. 2, 3, 4 wide this time.
That was awkward there. I think there was a touch with Kostecki and possibly Charter on the entry to that corner. Gracie having a look in the 98. She's got to get there.
Oh no, she's got a nose down the inside there of Kostecki. She's going to get this done, I think. She's unable to turn the car enough to cover the inside line. And we'll see quite a bit of this, I reckon. But here we go. Look for the crisscross again. LeBron holds it wide and waits and then gets the drive down the inside. Will he get the overlap? No, Jones covers. He's going to have to stay down the inside. But she does nicely to burn up those tyres. Here's a replay. McAdam and Gracie out of turn 1, side by side through 2. In the curb, the mirrors go flying. Quali doing a beautiful job not to throw it away. It's LeBron. Wow, great move down the inside. Davies giving each other much. Oh, Muscat down the inside way too quick on forward. He was very lucky.
His teammate win a number of races.
Brock, though, what a shocker. He has not managed to understand what's required to get that Pro Drive Falcon. The car's on the grass, I think, was that also James Golding or Muscat. He was on the grass as well, got a pretty good getaway. Here it is from the front view. Jones did a great job, but look at Brell take the outside line. It was James Golding. He was well on the grass. 2-3 wide on board with Todd Hazelwood. He gets away, not too bad, still not the best of starts. Here's Jacobson moving through as well ahead.
With that drama for Shea Davies, that just opened the way for Hazelwood there, didn't it?
Here's the replay down into 6 for the first time. Pasquale got onto the back of Jones, who was covering. Jacobson going, I'm going to take the advantage here on the outside, but Pasquale was pushing Andrew Jones wide. LeBrock benefited. But those two guys off into the sand, so there'll be a bit of a look and investigation, I think, into that one. Tricky on those cold tops. So he was in the right spot. LeBrock looking which way to go too.
Quality for Anton De Pasquale, so the officials have moved, lock up, and it's cost him the lead. Dumbrell's lost the lead.
Mistake. Drive-through penalty.
Look at the effect that sand's having.
Well, that was not the sand. That was a Day making a move. I think he's gone quite aggressive, throwing the fresh set of tyres on his car for this one as Davies does some damage. Golding's just got that bit more pace at the moment. But he's keeping it cool. He's driving it nice and straight. Hopefully putting a bit of pressure on Dumbrell, who's also, we hear, on a mixed set of tyres. So he's used 2 from yesterday. The best yesterday has a bit of a lock-up. Golding!
Not intimidated by the former... And this is Kurt Kostecki. You're right with Todd Hazelwood. That's for a spot. Kostecki moving by for 4th place. Kurt Kostecki.
He's got a little bit of crossover. Rusty, will he get underneath?
Final turn,
Golding. Managed to. It's going to be a run to the flag.
What a finish in the Dunlop Series. That's as close as it gets. 0.03 of a second. LeBrock will get confirmation. We believe LeBrock has done that. Photo finish in the Dunlop Series. Awesome stuff.
Now Nerfling got a good turn through the middle and ran. Oh, doesn't get any closer to the finish line. Good job, Jack LeBrock. Here it is again. So LeBrock a little defensive. He just mean he couldn't get it turn. He slid as he got on the throttle, used the curb, and it was a drag race. Great stuff.
Oh, man, how close is that? The timing board says LeBrock has it by 0.03 of a second. Forward, was that forward locking up there coming into the final turn?
Musket getting into the side of him too. That 2-3 wide again. Who seems to be struggling early on. This, as we said, could come down to...
Excuse that position.
He goes to the outside. Musket, but he's... comes back on. It's a couple of spots. Macaulay Jones, he's in on the act, up over the curb. Slots in between them.
He's bided his time there, Macaulay Jones.
It was a
to the Barbagallo layout.
Well, here's the replay again. A few of these guys getting good getaways. Andrew Jones, one of them. There was a lot of touching going on in the mid-pack. LeBrock, another shocking start. He'll be starting to muck with his head, I would have thought. Here we go. And again, a lot of wheel spin. A lot of wheel spin for Golding, but what a perfect getaway by the Fox.
That's amazing because you
Mr. Dumbrell.
Looking at it in real time, you'd think he's jumped it, but there's no way he hasn't.
He's just done it really, really well. He gets up the inside. Renee Gracie and Liam McAdam. Here we go, 3 wide. That's Palmer in the middle. As we look at them coming over the hill, Day's doing pirouettes. McAdam gets driven off the side of the road, and I think probably just the roughness of the infield or the outfield has grabbed the front of that splitter and just pulled it straight underneath the car.
I don't know who it was. Might have been Dan Day. One of them was like a pinball in the middle there. And
another angle, plenty of camera angles. Here's Palmer. He's getting pinballed. Then Day comes across. Well, there's the damage being done when McAdam had nowhere to go. He was a little bit innocent in that hole. So I'd say there was damage. Definitely. That's
Paul Dumbrell. So there must be fluid down.
Davies. So that damage definitely, without doubt, to the front. Oh, there was no grip, unable to stop. That track. Is Musket going to be forced wide? Andrew Jones is very narrow. And they're 2 wide again as Golding gets shoved wide by...
Awesome.
He could hit up north and do some mining with that, couldn't he?
This is the final corner. This is the final lap of the weekend. And Jack LeBrock will do it. He takes it out. It's a perfect score for LeBrock. The Pro Drive racer. Here's Gary Jacobson. He crosses the line in 12th place.
Check this one out again. The Beechwood McLaren under brakes, carrying a huge mid-corner turn of speed. Goes slipping off. And the further around that corner you go, the less runoff you have. So he's lucky to get away with this one. Let's listen in. Wow, got away with that one. If that had got out a little bit further and into the fence, remember with the wet sand, it actually compacts it a bit. And if anything, makes the sand traps here a little less effective. So a good bit of steering to not panic. Oh, and he loses it.
From P19.
Don't beach it. Oh, it's okay that we don't have to say that he is just cruising at the moment. Let's have a look at the background. Now, did the Porsche, which went mid-corner.
There's no contact there. Just, you can see the painted lines on the track. I'm almost, maybe there was a...
There's this big chunk of rubber in the middle of the circuit there from...
It's quite slippery.
Drifting. Okay, Peter Rouleau in the Lambo, trying to get the power down. That was a...
That's odd. It didn't look like there was any traction control at all.
Broke away so slowly.
Oh, I tell you what, here's... Not that lucky. He did make contact with the wall. Didn't quite work out for him with that drive-through penalty. That massive moment from Marcus Marshall, taking out The code's high sign is narrowly missing.
Sunk for a split second then when he was blind to the traffic. Big moment this one. Greg Taylor and Max Twig getting together. Car, and then it was absolutely on from the restart. 9 minutes of frantic racing. Clark Quinn started in car number 1 and led it beautifully through the first half, but after the pit stops happened, it was this guy who got the job done, and oh, there's the change. No, he hangs on, Mockham. He hangs on to second. Combination, and this is the move, exactly like you suggested.
Round the outside. And Morecambe has gassed it up and just forced Marcus Marshall wide of that ripple strip on the exit. Not much of contact, but yeah, the lost time yesterday.
Speaking of on a mission, check out the yellow and black Lambo. That's Dean Canto at the wheel. As we go McLaren 1-2, Marcus Marshall to the inside for third. Oh no, not there, not like
that
this.
That is a big hit, that's gonna hurt.
No, Jeff Emery head on and into the fence in the Audi. Due to hand this car over to Marco Bononomi later in the race. Oh, yeah, Largo got the curb on the inside and then...
That was unusual.
Oh my goodness.
There were two separate incidents that happened then. The curb, that curb, like you said yesterday, it's almost knee high. It's a massive curb. And the photographer there, Daniel Calise, an amazing photographer, didn't even bait. So what a professional. He probably didn't even see it. From this angle, you can see there's a little bit of contact here, but it's really the curb that's unloaded him. So. Done down the hill, incredible braking performance in that AMG over the McLaren.
Won this race outright after the results have been allotted. Richo getting into Steve McLaughlin and sending Void catastrophe there. John Martin was on a charge result, so good to see Walkinshaw getting a top 3 result on debut. That stopwatch is at the ready, but we believe it should be a win for these guys. First time to the finish line.
Discovered how wet on the braking area run into turn 7, so he ran right. He pressed on with it for a lap and tried to clean things up. He's actually come back into the pit lane now.
As we see now, Jason Bright locked the loaded wheel, which is always a strange one, and then he's understeered across that little verge, which is now concrete, and right out the back of the sand trap and got it through. It was a bit like
it's been inconsistent, hard to predict, and very weird. And a very weird circumstance for Michael Caruso on the braking area into turn 1, and once inside track limits. Running out of space on the outside of turn 1 was Chaz Mostert, who's wound up on the front row of the grid. A lucky escape that one.
Out of here, we saw all the chaos with a 3 abreast.
17's coming in, so keep an eye out for that. So Pye will be in. Here we go, and watch this as he hits the slimy stuff.
On that tyre for a little bit too long, problem for Michael Caruso.
Big rooster tails behind the car makes it very difficult. It's very, very hard for the boys to see out there in those early. Dry tyre, and that was an unsafe release there. Contact with Jason Bright. Whew.
Same thing.
Exactly the same thing, and that was, I think, into the back of Garth Tander. So had it parked up on the left in the ideal race line. Let's look and listen. Didn't actually touch him, I don't think.
But exactly the same circumstance. Caught the left-hand front wheel on the wet painted line.
So left side of the car for Chaz Mostert. Lowndes. Van Gisbergen next. If he pulls this off, got the lead. Craig Lowndes has got the lead of this race after an amazing strategy play. Out the other side and commenced a climb back. Ticked off the cars along the way, and he goes on now to win. In Perth, his 104th victory. Unbelievable job, Craig Lowndes. Van Gisbergen second. They slither across the line from Whincup.
Bueno, a ver, vamos a ver.
Farroni, Marcelo.
Bueno, el que se pega es Manta. Ahí está. Con Werner, Arduzo por afuera, mira cómo se le metió por adentro, el Potro Chapur afuera, uy, Werner, de costado ahí afuera, agarró la parte sucia, por adentro se mete un Chevrolet, tremenda largada, pasó de todo, alguno entró desparramado, hecho Julián, mira atrás, Edman afuera, un Peugeot y un Fiat también, y ya se iba Arduzo por adentro primero. Y se le mete el Peugeot, Chapur, se tocaron Chapur primero. Mira, ¿qué le pasó a Nacho Julián? No, que de tercero está cuando estamos viendo la reiteración de la piña de Benamo, que no tiene nada, lo acostó al auto, le abolló el techo. Julián está retrasado. ¡Uy, mira, afuera Chapur! Afuera el puntero y ahora Ardoso. ¡Uy! Y se invocó con otro Peugeot y se va afuera. Mirá Chapur. ¿Qué le pasó al potro? Y otro auto que se va afuera.
Lugar lo conseguía Marcelo Chapeta en de la final, postergando a Malek Para y algún cruce allí como para salir de pista. El auto parten Alex y Martín Margosian, la dupla. Bueno, en este caso el despiste del 55.
Y la clase Light.
El trompo de... Y ahí está el ataque de Lodeiro. Ven, en plena recta se lanza el campeón y lo supera Malek Para, alcanzando el tercer lugar.
Y aquí, bueno, otro despiste de Margosian, cuando Miguel Ángel Rodríguez ingresaba a boxe con el auto 11.
Se encuentran los líderes con los rezagados. Intenta abrir ese camino Jasvik en medio de los rezagados. Se lo aprovecha Chapeta y roce algún plástico partido. Mirá.
Y mira vos, y el campeón Lodeiro, que había largado último, y el escolta.
Ahí está en pleno curvón. Vean de qué manera doblan, a la par. ¿Cuánto es de distancia? 50 centímetros. Bueno, Lodeiro, Jasvik sabe que la curva que viene es a su favor. Va en el límite. Bueno, fuera. Y en el pasto. Un par de ruedas en el pasto. Bueno, ahí están. A pontonazo limpio, doblando Lodeiro y Jasvik. Intercambio de pintura, de plástico. 1, 2, 3. Mirá, las ruedas enganchadas.
Gracias a los pontones pudieron desprenderse.
Claro.
Si no, se hubiesen enganchado.
Y siguen, Esto no es Arnoux y Villeneuve.
No, para nada. Esto era la definición de la carrera de esta mañana del GT 2000.
Se perdonaron una, ni Jasvik ni Lodeiro, dos pretendientes a ganar cada vez que corre el GT 2000. Y de esta manera ingresaban una vez más hacia la recta para cerrar una carrera tremenda. Jasvik y Lodeiro, palo y palo. De esa forma cruzan la sentencia. La ventaja fue mínima a favor de
carreras de la última fecha, trepó la punta del campeonato y quiere más.
¿Quién es? ¿Novo o Zapag? El que es el Piorno. A ver, doblaron. Fantástica maniobra, siguen a la par. Una espectacular acción de la Fórmula Metropolitana, todo lo ancho que da el circuito. Gran acción de los... ¡Ay, no! Tan mal, lo sacaron a Piorno. Y se rompió el que venía en el medio, creo que en el auto de Serna. La rueda delantera derecha ha quedado dislocada. Pareciera ver, claro, se rozaron apenas y después el auto de Serra salió más fuerte hacia el costado y lo pegó al de Piorno. Claro, Gaita se abre un poquito para tomar la curva que viene, que es hacia la izquierda.
Resulta ileso el auto 32 de Gaita.
Sí, no pasó nada. Se corrió un poquito hacia el medio y los otros dos que venían a la par se golpearon lateralmente y, bueno, la fragilidad ante el golpe dejó dañados a los dos que pretendían ese duelo. Fue espectacular y terminó también espectacularmente.
Sí, una
final, la de Cuadros Estel. Bienvenido a la victoria, Ibarra. Triunfo del pibe de Pilar, ganó Ibarra. Segundo Guifrey, tercero Di Palma. Pasaron, como se ve, Ibarra y Di Palma con Guifrey a la expectativa. Terminó finalmente con ese despiste de Di Palma, con Guifrey metiéndose segundo.
Y bajamos bien, así que sin ningún problema.
Lo invitado para siempre.
No tiene el hermano, ahora la próxima le toca que lo invite a Estefano.
José Luis Di Palma.
Ahí está el José padre.
¿Vuelta de los 500 kilómetros?
Ojalá, eso sería un sueño a cumplir, ¿no? La mayoría de los pilotos que estamos acá soñamos con eso.
Que ven, ahí agarra y empieza a saltar. 1, 2, 3. Se cayó un poco al pasto, lo pudo dominar bien el piloto, pero ya estaba fuera de la línea ideal de carrera. Menos mal que lo bajó, lo agarró por el pasto, que dentro de todo es un poco más suave.
Dice que Novo le está ganando la posición.
Sí.
Hasta hay una seña. Fíjense, hay una seña. Y después se enganchan los autos. Se terminan enganchando los dos autos que estaban llegando tercero y cuarto respectivamente.
Y el momento de la coronación y el momento del final, ¿ven? Pasaron como pudieron. Bueno, una magnífica presentación de la Fórmula Metropolitana. Voy a los boxes, me llama Guido Croseri.
Con Sebastián Ibarra, bueno, felicitaciones Sebastián, muchas cosas deben pasar por la cabeza.
Salvatore, porque era segundo y quedaba por delante de su principal rival en el campeonato.
Los roces y la pérdida de equilibrio en este caso. Y mirá lo que le pasa a Diego Jullero, que estaba de vuelta. La patada trataba de arreglarlo al fin. Vamos en los giros de cierre de competencia. El que resistía por adentro, el ataque de Soldi, era Hasselhoff.
Una carrera muy interesante, Epa. ¿Y esto qué pasó? La complicación, y sin embargo pudo mantenerse su circuito.
Fernando su casa hacia el indómito Fiat Uno, y ahí en los saltos Lago 1, 2, 3, no para más. Claro, no tiene sustentación, empieza a saltar cortito como es el auto. Mira este intento. lo perdonó, menos mal. Andrés Sicarelli dijo, listo, es para mí. Y con una ventaja enorme de casi 12 segundos. Ve, ahí llega il lead.
Stamagna Giorgi passa in settima posizione. Questo è l'arrivo trionfale di Roberto Colciago che coglie la vittoria qui sul tracciato di Adria.
Clasificado precisamente.
Claro, y hay dos pilotos que no clasificaron. Diego Segovia y Ramón Jacobo, que tuvo problemas con el motor. Y esto le pasaba...
¿Quién se fue abajo? ¿Quién era? Braco, me parece que era el auto del equipo de Truco. Ahí está con Craparo. Salen de la chicana, Craparo se le ganó la posición. Pero el propio Paoloni dijo, por fin la maniobra para tratar de resistir. Y este es el resultado. Se van hacia afuera y se enganchan y se caen de la pista los dos. Craparo salvó la situación, pero mira esta, Mauro. Feo. Y mira lo que le pasa a quien venía justo detrás.
Alonso Echeves, el gran perdedor por esta maniobra, porque Craparo mantiene el segundo lugar, porque Paoloni hace el mea culpa y es excluido y va a tener que largar último el puntero del campeonato, larga último la competencia final. Y Alonso Echeves, tratando de esquivar la montonera, los problemas de adelante, se ve envuelto en esta situación y también tiene que abandonar.
Fue excluido Paoloni.
Sí. Logra salvar la situación Juan José Suárez también, pasando justito. Y está lo que motiva lo que es la penalización posterior a Paoloni.
Paoloni excluido parcial, significa que puede correr la final por cortar la chicana y por maniobra peligrosa en perjuicio de Helio Craparo.
Y ahí estaban aguardando el final para que Juan Augusto Ronconi, con el Ford del equipo de Werner, anote la victoria en esta, lo que fue la primera serie del TC Mouras. Un triunfo categórico, ahí está. Final para Ronconi, victoria. Su punto Macelo, pero todavía no lo consigue. Me llama Guido Croseri, dale Guido.
¿Cuánto más Catalamagna que repetir la largada ayer de la serie para ir en búsqueda de Ronconi?
Automático el delantero derecho y ahí se fueron de viaje afuera. Benvenuti y Javi Jack y el Pace Car que se mete en la pista, la maniobra bajo investigación obviamente, entre el entrevero de Jack con Benvenuti, se vieron de costado, se engancharon y se fueron como del brazo, ¿viste? Los dos afuera, se cayeron de la pista, cuidado el mangrullo, está lejos, parece más cerca por el enfoque, señores, carrera neutralizada. ¡Oh, mira! Y López y varios más, y el de Parragul, pasó justito Paoloni, bueno. Esto vendría a ser una especie de Big One, si esto fuera el NASCAR, pero no, es el TC Mouras de Parragul.
Le cuesta volver a tener velocidad
claro.
y lo empiezan a esquivar.
Sí. Y lo esquivaron justo.
Con lo justo, porque quedó a marcha muy lenta por el centro de la pista y todo se desencadena a partir de esta maniobra.
Ahora no hubo toque, no hubo toque. Se giró solo el auto de López.
Por suerte Maxi lo sacó de la pista, lo que ayuda a la intermitente lateral, ¿no, Mauro? Sí. De alguna manera esa luz te permite ver que algo pasa adelante cuando el auto está cruzado, ¿no?
Ayuda, sí. Pero más ayuda la concientización de los pilotos, ¿no? Me dio la sensación de que levantaron. Lo pierde solo. Lo pierde solo. Ese momento es terrible, realmente.
Fíjate que no puede.
La pista es terrible, es el momento más tenso que puede vivir un piloto.
Guido Croseri me llama de boxes después de este baile. Uy, ahí salió volando el auto de
Reynoso, me parece.
De Reynoso y de
no,
Andreoli, salió volando.
Sí.
De todo pasó en la pista. ¿Qué pasa en los boxes? Mientras en slow motion, en cámara lenta, el baile que se produjo en el relanzamiento de carrera. Afortunadamente, nada más que plástico roto y mucha bronca y nada más. Categoría gana Ronconi. Ahí está con el gusto. Victoria de Ronconi. Ganó el Entre Ríos. Final en el Mouras.
Performance this weekend, the first of 3 consecutive weekends in the truck as you see the
Johnny Sauter making a move for the 4th spot in that 21 truck. Sideways.
Townley and Nemechek get together and the caution is out. More contact.
Got him coming out, crashing on the top, crashing on the middle.
Big hit for Parker Kligerman.
Yeah, John West Townley, who was trying to save his child scramble off turn 2. Watch how close this is. Right there, John Hunter gets loose, hits Townley. Yeah, they actually squeezed him. Christopher Bell in the 4 in the 0-5 squeezed John Hunter.
Johnny Sauter took advantage of it by getting down underneath him, but then John Hunter just couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, got loose and hit the... Look how close it was to Townley having his straightened out, but there was nowhere for Kligerman to go. What a hard hit that was. If Parker hadn't come along there, John West would have been able to straighten than it is later on in the run.
Some of the favorites with trouble early here at Kansas. Qualifying, let's see if we can get a better understanding right here.
That's exactly where he got loose qualifying. Yeah. And there was another truck, a white truck that I thought wound up high in the wall. Maybe it's the ones cutting Up to the outside, you see a great job by Haley, great job by Travis Kvapil. Jordan Anderson, the 66 truck. Yeah, Anderson just got the free pass. He's back on the lead lap, and he does a great job of avoiding the contact here. Boy, Ryan Truex, that 81 truck right in front of Spencer, was right up against the wall and did a nice job saving that truck. There's the truck. Look at the black truck just slipping by Ben Kennedy on the out. That's where John Hunter is. I think he's already made contact with the outside safer barrier. Tough break for that young man. A very, very fast truck in practice. A lot of talk in the garage.
Save it, save it. No.
Brake now, hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake.
The 17th and 18th of the time. Take a look.
Look at this move Brown's trying to make on the front straight. He loses his momentum. That gives the double zero Custer a chance to get up on the outside. About runs him into the wall. I bet you Custer thinks, what'd I do to that kid? Look at the save. Yeah. He just stayed with it. Could have been so easy for that truck to have switched around and got the front end of the outside wall, but he was ahead of it.
Watch it out the window of Cody Coughlin.
Go low, go low.
That's great advice by the spotter. Go low. Listen to your spotter.
Okay, caution, don't watch him. He's right in front of you.
To miss a wreck and somebody passes you. There goes Brown. He clips Cole Custer. Custer somehow hangs on to it. And those trucks coming from behind have to make some serious evasive action. Incident that brought us under caution. Daniel Hemrick does a great job saving that truck after that contact from Jordan Anderson. This is not when we get down into turn number one. I think right there, that blew Anderson's right front tire, that contact into the side of Bliss. Bliss slides right through traffic. Look at Johnny Sauter. Look at Brandon Brown. How about all four of those trucks that got through there? There wasn't room for two of them, and all four of them got through there. Watch Ben Kennedy in the black truck sneak through.
There have been
Boyer right there. Yeah. Watch this now from Clint Boyer's viewpoint. And there goes Ben Kennedy just sliding through. See what Boyer sees. Now he's got to know that isn't going to work. Well, he backed off before those trucks even made contact because he knew something wasn't looking good. And did you hear him hammer down so he could get by the spinning Bliss? That's a great job. One of them, I believe. But he also has to make sure he can get around just for a couple more. Oh, look at that. The right front went out on Anderson, and
they're starting to make another move. How many times has Sauter had to come through the pack tonight, and he's doing it on the inside of Hemrick?
That truck's going to want to get loose there. You can see it sliding up the hill. Oh, Timothy Peters bounced. Great saves and some crazy wrecks avoided by the talent these guys have. Watch how sideways this gets. It's about 90 degrees sideways right there, at least 85. Now watch him straighten those wheels up. Blew a tire, but he had them pointed in the right direction when he headed back down the straightaway. Look at the speed of these trucks. Great job of driving by Tyler Reddick to save that truck. And great job by our camera folks. We've seen some great shots tonight.
I got one. Look at middle again. Inside, only got one. All clear, all clear, all clear, all clear.
Boy, he barely had enough room to get around Reddick. What's Matt Crafton thinking here? This doesn't look good. Matt Crafton's seen a lot of that in his career. He knew where that truck was going to go. Ah, that's such disappointment.
It's adjustment in qualifying, and now he's charged.
Oh, and Ben Rhodes hits him.
Rhodes takes him out.
And here comes Byron.
William Byron. The caution is out, and William Byron is in front and will win at Kansas. His first career win.
Trying to get on the inside of Sauter, but look at the move Byron makes to get down to the bottom.
That was coming to the checkered, by the way.
Absolutely,
that move. That was coming to the checkered.
It's really up high. You see there, I heard him say he backed it in, and you can see the back of the car scraping along the wall there.
The middle, look at this, 3 wide.
Well, Kyle Larson wasn't going anywhere. Hamlin had to make himself some room.
No.
Oh,
that
no!
Ain't gonna work.
Lock it down right there if you can.
Are you kidding me? How crazy was that when the 2 cars started to spin? It's like it took the air off the 11.
What in the world?
That was one of the wildest spins I've ever.
Go 3 wide. He gets up in there.
It's a bold move, really aggressive. I mean, I like the idea.
You see that? A 22 gave the 42 a shot.
He sucks the 2 around, but look how it turned him.
Sucks the 2 right around, and the 11 goes into the 42, and here comes Logano, and bam, right into the 11.
Joey Logano, wrong place, wrong time. Everybody else trying to check up here.
I think they were packing air.
They were moving air.
But moving some.
Another look.
Watch his 2 car. He just comes around. There he goes around, but then that just shoves the 11 sideways, and he goes up into get into
I understand why the 2 got sideways. I just never could imagine why that 11 turned sideways like that. But hey, that's the risk you're going to take when you take it 3 wide in the middle.
All the drivers are out of their cars and okay. Those that did not come back around to the garage.
Here,
well, the 42 didn't get off turn 2 well. Hamlin didn't want to lift.
I can't blame him.
No.
You know, he's been in the back all day. He's been wanting to mix it up with these leaders, and now here he is. He had the opportunity.
Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch scoot through. So does Harvick, Blaney, and Dillon.
Wow.
Remember, this is the advantage you also have by having a win and already being locked into the chase.
All right, you're riding with
trying to go 3 wide bottom, 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 3 wide. Take.
Busch, 30.